back to Chair Shot Reality at Josh Eisenberg 4 on Twitter. Tweet me your thoughts, opinions. But timeout is now time for NXT in 90. NXT in 90 this week, you saw the Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark as he used to be known, as a quick match, but a guy that possesses some raw talent and some star power. Yes, his match was 2 minutes long. Yes, it contained 3 moves, consisted of 3 moves. But I do see the Velveteen Dream being something interesting. The only problem, he needs to find somebody to feud with and needs to find somebody to feud with fast. How about Hideo Itami and Oni Lorcan battling, brawling, bloodied? Itami comes back after what looks to be a broken nose. They throw down and Itami shows balls, guts, and aggression. This guy is finally tapping in to his untapped potential previously. But I don't know if he's going to be Team Cassius Ohno down the road. They saw an attack from Sanity, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane attacking Cassius and Hideo Itami. I think Itami's better suited as a heel, but we will see what happens with that. Both of these guys are brawlers and are fighters, and I think this could be good, but watch out for Itami's heel turn sooner rather than later. The main event was all about Asuka and Nikki Cross. 24 minutes of time, last women's standing match. The Women's Revolution may be on Raw and SmackDown Live, but Asuka and Nikki Cross put on the best women's match that I have seen over the past couple of months. A fantastic brawl, brute strength, aggression. Go back and watch this. If you have 25 minutes on cardio like most people do, you gotta check this out because this was fierce and fantastic. I think this is the end, but I think now even more so than ever that we have found the person that should beat Asuka, and that is Nikki Cross. She has done everything that I've ever hoped for a woman, and she stepped up. She is the second best woman on the NXT roster. Give her the title. Give her the streak snapped under Nikki Cross. That is NXT in 90. Now it is time to send it in studio. Justin?
Thank you, Josh. And the epic story continues on SmackDown Live. I did not get to talk to you, Juice, about it last week. I debated with Wrestle Editor and that you were off. And so I'm interested to get your feelings off the bat, obviously, of the story that continues to grow with Carmella, who won the Women's Money in the Bank with the assistance of a man, James Ellsworth, at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. 2 days later, she was stripped of it. They had a rematch this past Tuesday. She wins again with some Ellsworth assistants who somehow got back in the building.
Well, first, I love the win happened. Before that, I called it. Like, big surprise, I called something here on this show that successfully happened. And then they took it away because of this rule when there's no rules, and Daniel Bryan looks like, I didn't like that he admitted there was no rules in the match, but you know what, I'm going to take it away from you anyway. And I'm glad, and the right decision was made that she ended up winning it again. Well, it's great heat.
And I said this to Nick, I like the irony of everybody's, the people that were mad, legit mad at the story, were mad that a man grabbed the briefcase in the first ever Women's Money in the Bank, but then it took a man and Daniel Bryan to correct the situation and strip the briefcase from her, only for her to win it back again. And look, I'm going to say this right here. This was not, what you saw in the last week and a half was planned. It was not the result of any backlash from social media or anything. The plan all along was for it to go down this way. You can see some evidence of it when Carmella wins the first time on the pay-per-view. There's a reason why all the women in WWE, even Stephanie McMahon, got into it and acknowledged, like, this isn't how it should have gone down. They knew what they were going to do. They knew Daniel Bryan was returning to TV as an on-screen authority figure. What better way than to have him make a bold decision that's a babyface decision? This was the plan the whole time. So no, you did not alter or have any assistance.
No, your voice does not matter.
Your voice does not
matter.
matter. This was the plan the whole time. Carmella, they're building more and more heat around Carmella, and they're building to the payoff. They're building the payoff of James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth will have a match with one of these women. This is not a LeVar Ball situation.
Just like the LeVar Ball situation. Amazing amount of heat for the first win by Carmella, and I was just hoping that the plan was to
everybody
keep
involved in the Carmella situation has talent. LeVar Ball and family have they dribble a basketball.
Yeah. What do you do?
I host Chair Shot Reality.
Okay, and I'm on this show too.
I'm Justin LeVar.
Okay. He's LeVar Ball.
Not as cool.
Anyway, again, I think the plan that if it's how you say, I don't know how you knew all these things, that it was planned the whole way. You must have booked the whole thing. But the Carmella kept the briefcase by winning it another time. I think it's great. Again, more heat, and I like it with the briefcase. Ellsworth, I don't know if he's going to face a woman in the future, but okay, it's going to happen. You heard it here first, folks. I don't know anything.
I'm calling it. They got to call things on the show.
You do. If you don't call it, if it's not recorded,
James Ellsworth will have a match.
Who against who? Natalia?
We'll wait and see. Or it'll be a stipulation that at the end of the match they get 5 minutes alone with James Ellsworth. Old school.
That's WCW stuff right there.
School. No,
and then it wouldn't
happen.
happen.
That's old school territory. We get 5 minutes alone with the manager type of
James Ellsworth on a forklift match. Book that.
Yeah. Restraining order against Ellsworth, I guess. We got more to come. We'll talk about the Universal and WWE title picture. Samoa Joe chokes out Brock Lesnar plus Punjabi prison between Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton. Don't go anywhere.